What's going on, Cookie Gang? It's your man Legs McGee 83, bringing you the college football ultimate team deep dive. This is my first time looking into the deep dive, but before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, man, as we get ready for college football 27. This is the first time I'm looking at the deep dive. So I don't know if you guys saw it already, but this is my first time. So from the looks of things in the campus huddle, as we can see here, it says College Football Ultimate Team 27 Deep Dive, and it has a breakdown of all the categories. We see that it has a new upgrade system, skills points, dynamic upgrade by archetype, sounds interesting, attributes, path, abilities and chemistries, quality of life improvements, objectives on items, EVOs, launch day bonuses, live season programs, launch day, startup updates, Twitch rewards, and time to get building. It says here, hey there, college football fans. Welcome back to the Campus Huddle, your source for all the latest updates straight from the development team. Today, we are going to talk about all things Ultimate Team and EA Sports College Football 27. We have a lot we want to share with you, including a new upgrade system, quality of life changes, new ways to interact with objectives, and update to your Twitch rewards, a preview of some content you can expect at launch date, and more. Let's get right into it. Okay. Now, it says the new upgrade system. College Football 27 Ultimate Team introduces the new upgrade system, a redesigned approach to player progression built around flexibility, customization, and streamlined item management. The system expands how player items develop over time by introducing skill points, archetype-driven progression paths, attribute-specific upgrades, and quality of life improvements that reduce friction throughout the upgrade process. Seems like we're going to be doing a lot more with these cards. The new upgrade system is designed to create more meaningful player development decisions while making it easier to manage items throughout the year. Now, just based off this new upgrade system, it seems like we're going to be able to go in different directions with the cards that we buy and place in our teams based off this. It's talking about skill points, archetype driven. So archetype driven, that can mean if you have a power back, you have a speed back, if you have an all-purpose back, you know, it seems like we're going to be able to progress them in those types of paths and make it more that type of focus, right? And then using the skill points. So we're going to be able to use skill points to be able to do these things, to allow our cards to progress in the path that we want. And not only that, it seems like our attributes going to be affected by all these upgrades, as it should. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is about. Like I said, this is new to me. I understand it, what they're saying, but I want to see it. You know, I want to get it in my hands to see how everything works. And it says here, the new upgrade system is designed to create more meaningful player development decisions while making it easier to manage items throughout the year. So with all this archetype driven and skill points, I hope it helps us all to create our own unique skills. It sounds like the cards that we're going to get, we're going to be able to use them to you know, create our own scheme, right? To create our own scheme and to play the way we want to play. So let's get more into it. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's based on what I'm reading, that's what I'm seeing, right? It says skill points. Skill points are the foundation of the new upgrade system. These points are tied directly to individual player items and can be used to improve multiple aspects of an item, including dynamic upgrade paths. That's interesting. Attribute upgrade paths, ability slots, chemistry. It says keep reading to find out more about these different aspects. Skill points can be earned through gameplay by completing objectives on items. See below. Exchanging tokens / items and purchasing with other currencies. This creates progression system where items can grow through continued gameplay. Each item can have a max point cap. Oh wow, that sounds like something 2K has, you know. Each item can have a max skill point cap. Once you've earned up to the cap, you're locked from earning more SP unless the cap is increased. Stay tuned. Wow, sound like cap breakers. Some upgradable player items utilize a different currency coin / training for chemistry and ability upgrades instead of skill points. So as we can see here, it's going to be more than just skill points, right? It's going to be more than just tokens and different things to upgrade our players. Like in 26, we have like Easter eggs, we have lightning bolts and different things like that. All those things was currencies, right? And what it did was it helped us to develop our cards. So it's pretty much the same thing, but they're just making it seem like it's brand new, you know. But now it may have more of an effect over time. It's not just for a season. Like you have the Easter eggs just for this promo. You have the lightning bolts for this promo. Now it's going to be able to be used throughout the whole year to continuously upgrade your players. That's what it seems like to me as I'm reading. So now let's get into this dynamic upgrade system. Now that's interesting. Dynamic upgrade by archetype. One of the biggest additions in the new upgrade system are dynamic upgrade paths. These paths are based on position archetypes, and every path will have its own overall. So based on an archetype that you have, like I said, a power back, a speed back, they will have its own overall. And it's going to be able to impact that player's abilities and play based on the archetype or the chem that pretty much you're going to use it in, right? Archetype upgrades improve groups of ratings associated with a specific play style, allowing similar rated players to evolve into very different builds over time. Each individual upgrade step will randomly increase subset of ratings within that archetype's rating group, creating more variations and differentiation as player items progress. All right, so once again, I'm assuming if you have a power back, the trucking, the stiff arm, the trucking, stiff arm, and break tackles is pretty much something that I believe that's going to be affected by this increase. Because if he's a power back, he's pretty much a north-south runner. He's not an east and west runner. So what that's going to do is going to make him more effective between the lines, right? Whereas you got a speed back who's able to go east and west, so he's going to be affected by acceleration, right? He's going to be affected by speed. He's going to be affected by speed and different things like that. Change of direction, all those things are going to affect him more in a more like spread out offense, right? He's going to be very dynamic in the offense like that. So his ability is going to increase more in those areas compared to a power back who's going north and south. That's just my assumption, right? For example, now this is my first time reading this, guys, so I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just going based off what I'm reading. I'm just trying to break it down a little bit. For example, two halfback player items may begin with similar overall ratings, but develop differently depending on their archetype upgrade path. In East and West, as I just stated above, playmaker halfback upgrade path may focus on acceleration, change of direction, ball carrying vision, and juke ratings. I said that, right? Well, except for the juke ratings. A contact seeker halfback upgrade path may focus on trucking, break tackle, stiff arm, and strength. There may be some overlap across archetypes for the same position, as certain attributes are vital to the position regardless of play style. Now, I just said that without even reading any of this stuff, right? Just read the first paragraph and that came to mind, right? So it definitely explained it right here. And I think that's going to be cool. But like I said, I'm the type of player that I like to create my own scheme, right? I like power backs. I like speed backs. I like to use both for different situations. So now with this archetype progression, you know, it's definitely going to expand and help me open up my offense a little bit more and be able to scheme a lot better because of now of what we can do with these cards, right? Okay, where we at? It says there may be some overlap across archetypes for the same position as certain attributes are vital to the position regardless of play style. With dynamic paths, you'll know what the next overall is, but the attributes that are upgraded to get you there will vary. Now, we're going to see overall attributes and caps. Another addition coming with the dynamic upgrade path system is overall and attribute caps. Now, I'm going to stop right there. That sounds like something 2K did, right, this year, right, with your My Career player. When you maxed out all the attributes, right, you was able to get cap breakers later on to help break the caps, right? When you cap that, you can break it by getting extra attribute points to add on that help give you a +1, +2, +3. So I'm wondering if this is going to be the same thing with our cards that we purchase, right? It says each player item will have a set max overall. Yep. Attribute caps are set by a dynamic path. Each individual attribute will have its own cap. Let's take 2 wide receiver paths for example. A speedster path may have a max speed cap of a 90, while a route artist path speed cap is 88. Once an item reaches a cap on a specific attribute, that attribute will no longer be upgraded as you progress down that path. Similar, once a path on an item reaches the max overall, no more path upgrades can occur. These caps can be increased using new mechanics that will explain shortly. If you're not a fan of how an item upgrade turned out or just want to explore to a different path, you have the option to respect that item and get back the SP you've used. Nice. This is the same player as the screenshot above. His bump and run max overall was an 80, while his zone max overall is a 79. What I like here is that we can get back the SP that we use on the player. We can receive it back, right? We get back. That's one of the things that I had a gripe with in 26, especially when it came to team chems. We spent $25,000 to put a player in a specific team chem, and once we no longer use that card and we wanted to get a new card to replace it, we never got our money back. So I'm hoping this carries over to that as well, that not only are we going to get our SP back, are we going to get our coins back if we have to put, when we do these team chems as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be spending all this money and I'm not able to take things off and put it on another player and receive my currency back so I can put it on another player. So it sounds like here that we in this aspect, when it comes to overall and attributes, that we're going to be able to receive our SP back, and we're going to be able to take what we've earned back and place it on someone else if we don't like a specific card and its maxed overall rating. So it says attributes path. In addition to dynamic paths, we've kept a similar system to one of your become accustomed to an Ultimate Team. These are attribute paths. This is a single path where every step will have defined attributes that increase a set amount. You know up front when a certain attribute will be upgraded and by how much. I'm going to start right there. It's the same thing like with 2K. 2K shows you that you got to use a specific amount of VC to upgrade an attribute. For example, dribbling may be like each VC, it'll cost you like 5 attributes. I don't know. Oh yeah, like 6 VC is for one attribute. So every attribute you go up is gonna cost you 6 VC. So it sounds like it's gonna be the same thing here as well. And it says you up front. It says you'll know up front when certain attributes will be upgraded and by how much. So that's telling you. You might prefer this option if you have a very specific ability in mind, which has a set stat requirement, as you'll know exactly when this player will hit the threshold. Most player items will start with either an attribute path or a dynamic path. So there's 2 different types of paths as stated. But there are ways to add additional paths. Stay tuned later this year to learn more. So it's going to be more than just attribute paths and dynamic paths. There's going to be a whole lot more. And that's going to be crazy. It's just going to give us more. It seems like they're trying to give us more creativity. Help us to think outside of the box and probably become more creative with our schemes instead of just be instead of just be set into one meta and we just do what everybody else is doing. It seems like with this new pathway that it's going to open things up, man. And I hope, based off what we're reading, that it does what it says it does. You know what I'm saying? I hope we're not, giving a lemon when things happen. So, abilities and chemistries, skill points, and other currencies can also be used to unlock individual equipables, chemistries, abilities, and slots alike. Under the new system, both slots and individual abilities / chemistries are usually limited by overall and or specific attribute threshold. That means you may have to progress down upgrade paths. That means you may have to progress down upgrade paths before certain equipable becomes available. Certain equipment become available. We want to encourage. It says we want to encourage players carefully. We want to encourage players to carefully evaluate the balance between attributes and equipables, since abilities and chemistries are upgradable through the same SP pool as attributes. Interesting. Hey guys, what you think about this, guys? What do you think about the new system upgrade with the skill points, with the dynamic archetypes, with the overall attribute caps and attribute paths and ability and chems? You know what I'm saying? I know before here it says something about I know I saw something before where it says that the chemistries and abilities do not affect it doesn't give us +1 speed. I haven't seen it here. Maybe I skipped over it. I don't know. But so far, so good, man. I like where they're going with this. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, we're going to have to choose a path, right? Or maybe we're going to, could do both. We could do both. And it seems like it's going to carry over time as well. So, it's giving me 2K vibes with all this cap stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we don't need no boost. We ain't gotta use SP for boost for anything like that as well. But so far so good, man. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this new system upgrade, man. Once again, it's your boy Legs Miguel 83 bringing you this 2K news. Until next time, cookies. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.